White shirts on the pitch, running fast through the night. Every heart beating loud under floodlit sky bright. So to London stand strong, in the stands they belong. Voices echo like thunder, to the club they sing along. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. King's fire in his eyes, glory's what he seeks. With every goal he flies, rising to new peaks. From the lane to far and wide, we're the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. The pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. With all our might. With all our might.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, and welcome to Final Score. Welcome to where you, yes, not me, you have your say on the game we have just seen. And we have seen a game of two halves. First half, all Spurs. Second half, we're lucky to come out with a win. But we did come out with a win. And we come out with a win. And it's a win we desperately needed. Yeah. It was a great win for Spurs. We won 3-2 away at Hoffenheim. Leads us up into, do you know what? I think we're fourth at the moment in the Europa League. So let me check. Europa. Okay, UEFA. Hopefully now this might give us the table. What we are fourth at the moment, I think. Yeah, we are. Well, fourth. I'm just waiting for the website to UEFA.com. Would you actually do a better website, guys? God, it's so slow. Honest to God, it's so slow. It is slow. It is so slow. I just want to bring the league table up because I know we are there. We're in fourth place. Also, just let you know, guys, 8 o'clock games have now kicked off and they're all 0-0. So that is interesting. But at the moment, we are going to bring it up here now, hopefully now. This is the live table as we see it. Let me bring it in for you. Let me big up to 13 people that are joining me. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how that comes now. There we go. That is the league table as it looks. We have Lazio on top, who are drawing 0-0 at the moment. This is their 7th game. I haven't lost in the whole league phase so far, so they probably will win. Atletico Bilbao are second on 7. Lyon are up to 3rd. Tottenham are up to 4th. Frankfurt in 5th. They are drawing 0-0. Anderlecht have gone down to 6th place. FCSB are down to 7th. Galatasaray are gone down to 8th. Manchester United are 9th. They're drawing 0-0 at the moment with Rangers. Rangers are 11th at the moment as well. So at the moment, if results go our way, if Frankfurt lose, if Man United draw and Frankfurt lose, we could be up in 4th place. I don't know if we can qualify from tonight. It says simulate results, so I'm going to simulate the result for the crack. Let's see what this shows us. some crack of Spurs. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna fourth. Yeah, we are fourth. So there you go. We're fourth in the league. Come on, let's be having ya. Let's be having ya. 4-3-2 win. How nice is it to do one of these streams with a win? How nice is it? We won, and it's so nice to do these streams. Look, it wasn't the greatest game in the second half in the world, to be fair. We struggled, and we let Hoffenheim back into it. I think a 2-0. I think you looked to get another one to kill the game off completely. And we started the second half with the sort of attitude, we're going to sit back in this 2-0 lead. And I don't think Ange wants the players to do that. I don't think he's asking them to do that. So for me, it was a bit nervy. Second half, we looked tired though. That is the part. And this is what's really annoying me at the moment. We got so many players out there dead in their feet, and we need strengthening. And where's it coming from? If it wasn't obvious to the board, I'm a day 23 into a window, and we've bought one player who cannot play in this competition. But day 23, we are screaming for players. But tonight, I think Sonny answered some of his critics from Sunday as well, got 2 goals. And I hope the man that was on that video that was abusing Sonny, I hope he now is embarrassed. And I hope he is embarrassed. I hope he does make a public apology to Sonny, or some sort of an apology, because it's absolutely ridiculous. You do not. Hang on, I just need to change the yeah. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just
hang on, I just need to change. There we go. We're into our new little houses. Look, I was just saying, Sonny scored 2. Let me start with Sonny. Did Sonny answer his critics tonight, do you think? And that fella that gave him the abuse on Sunday, Boris, do you feel Sonny answered them the best way Sonny knows how? That is to say, look, I still got it, but maybe I'm not a 90-minute player, but I've still got it.
Yeah, of course. I feel like Sonny's now, with his age and stuff like that, he's going to turn into a super sub. That's what I see Sonny now becoming. Not an insult to him, because his talent's still out of this world. He could probably still do a great. He could probably be a full 90-minute player in Italy, because let's be honest, look, Pulisic, the ex-Chelsea winger, look at him. He's tearing up the league, and he was a mediocre Prem player. Just imagine if Son goes there, he'll be on top. He'll be better than Kvaratskhelia and all them players. He'll probably be the best winger in Syria.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Who impressed you tonight? I thought for me, man of the match for me was Bentancur. I thought he was absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can't really go wrong with Bentancur. That's the thing though. Like, everybody berates him and treats him like that, but yet when he's called upon, like he is nearly every time, unless he's injured, unfortunately, he always answers the call when it's needed.
Yeah, he does. And tonight, I thought Bertha played well as well, by the way. So I'm just sorting out my camera because I should have done that earlier. Shows how, yeah, that's it. I thought Bertha as well was very good in midfield as well. I thought him and Bertha they make a great little partnership. So, look, my question to you, who do you put in that third midfield row? Do you put Papa Sarr in there? Or would you buy somebody else? Or do you think Sarr could... Bissouma won't be that player?
Yeah, I feel Bissouma will be gone in the summer. I have no doubt about that. Think so. Because people were saying, like, who'd you sell, Bentancur or Bissouma? I think Bentancur silences critics wholeheartedly. Yeah. I feel Bentancur's probably our best midfielder right now, and that is because I'm classing Kulu as a winger midfielder, so that's why I'm not putting Kulu. If Kulu I put for the natural midfielder, I put Kulu there 100% as the best. But really, for the midfield, I'll go Bergvall or Kulu, Bentancur 100%, and probably Papa or Gray, to be honest, because Gray I feel will be, because Gray's a natural 6, remember?
Yeah. So do you look at playing at Bergvall as a 10?
Yeah, because we've seen how well he does. Like, look at Liverpool. He was playing as a 10 the entire match. He can play as a 8 or a 10. Like we saw, like towards the end of the match, where he was literally just sprinting off far past the Hoffenheim players, getting past all of them, and ended up getting fouled.
I was so pleased to see Bentancur back tonight. I thought he's fantastic. I thought Brandon Austin did well as well, to be fair to him. I know he conceded 2 goals, but I don't think he did that penalty, Boris. Come on.
Oh, I mean, look, I'm going to ask you to give you referee football.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to give Ref Watch now a bit of a go. This is the first of Ref Watch on these shows, like with Boris. And if he doesn't come on these shows, we will get them as a pre-record and get them out to you guys. But that referee, I think he saw his name in headlights. Like, it was everything how to not run VAR. It was so funny.
VAR's actually given VAR a good name tonight. That's how poor that ref was. The fact that they're actually making VAR actually look good, that just shows how poor of a performance it was. The thing what annoys me though is like everybody complains about the English refs in the Champions League. This was on the same level as those sort of performances. Like everybody complains about them, but like we saw him. It's just disappointing, really, because you thought, with it being a massive match, because it's probably one of the most important nights for European football currently, due to the fact is it's getting closer and closer to setting that league table up for it to go into the round of 16 and so on and so forth. It's just an embarrassment, the fact that he was allowed to make those sort of calls, and the fact is they had to bring in VAR. He was literally about to let it go ahead unless VAR intervened and said, "Come and look at the screen." I think
he was ignoring VAR. Personally,
it looked like it, because he was literally about to blow the whistle, and I wouldn't be surprised if VAR was screaming in his headset to tell him to go and look. That's how poor of a performance it was. Like, the VAR were clearly wanting him to go see it, but he was like, "No, I'm not having it." He didn't. I don't even think he went over to the screen once, before probably VAR forced him to go over. And then the fact that he gave him a yellow card. There would have been a red card if it happened outside the box, because that would have been a clear and obvious one. But the fact is, he gave him a yellow for it as well. That's another embarrassment. And then people saying, "Oh, a second yellow came on," but no. Unfortunately, what happens in football is the rules is if a yellow gets rescinded. It seems I'm just explaining it. If a yellow gets rescinded, they have to go show them another yellow card, so it looks like they're getting a yellow card currently from it. That's why it looks like it happens.
So, ref waiting. How much do you give him out of 10?
Betfred's flip out of 10, allegedly.
Allegedly, and then Carl. Hang on, Carl's got a ref. He says a ref gets a 1. So. Anyway, big up to Chris. Chris become new YouTube member. Big up Chris. We've got Wayne saying, "Good evening, my fellow maniacs. Just been admitted to the nut house. That bloody team finally sent me mad. I'm there as well." Big up to Carl. Like I said, son is a player you bring on when players are tiring. And he said that lineup was brilliant. Actually, Carl predicted the lineup and the score prediction. Oh, he didn't get score prediction right, but he predicted the lineup. So big up, Mr. Simpson.
I would have had Mikey on from the beginning instead, because we saw, look at Mikey, literally in 8 to 12 minutes he got an assist already. That just shows how good of a player he is going to become, just like Ethan and where he is currently for being for Arsenal.
Yeah, no, that's so true. Carl says Bovo could do a lot worse than learning off Bentancur, and I agree with that 100%. Wayne said sooner or later, Gray were playing midfield. I'm looking forward to it. Love Bentancur, his quality, gets stuck in. Starter every game for me. I can see Basuma being moved on in the summer. I think he does.
I wouldn't be surprised if a Saudi team came from him, but at the same time, though, you have to remember like what sort of stuff he was found guilty of earlier this season. That's quite highly illegal in Saudi. But then you have to remember they treat the footballers different from the regular people.
Yeah. That's true. Wayne said the penalty was ridiculous. Couldn't believe it when the ref gave it. Then blew the whistle as the player was about to take it. I know. Honestly, you couldn't make it up. It says, Carl, that ref wasn't that good. He's only been a referee. His first Champions League game was in 2023. He started refereeing at 2016 in the Danish league.
I feel sorry for the players in the Danish league who have to deal with him week in, week out.
I do too. Wayne's laughing. Carl says Lanky's out for 6 weeks. Just confirmed he is, so we need to get players in. Levy, get signings. We really need them. Exactly.
Yeah, well, we know David will probably be coming in the summer. From what I've heard, that's more than likely going to be the striker signing we're going to be going for.
I don't want it in the summer. I want it now.
Yeah, I know we all want it that, but let's be honest, we'll probably end up moving Richie on in the summer. That's why David's probably being planned for the summer.
Yeah. Scary at the end, but we did it with some kids in the team. Yeah, it's great. Carl said, "Don't worry."
I will say though, Elisa did amazing though for his small
He did.
appearance he had.
He did. And so did Lancashire. You could see the connection between them, couldn't you? Him more and Lancashire, like.
Yeah, it's because they've all played together essentially. Because Lancashire and Elisa, they've been playing together for ages because they're in the England U19s and the special under 21s, and Lancashire has been part of the U21s for a while.
Yeah. We've got Carl said, "Don't worry, lads. Ben versus Eubank has just been confirmed. And guess where? The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium."
Is this Eubank Senior or Eubank Junior? I'd love to see Eubank Senior. I'd love to see Eubank Senior on the fighting again.
I can remember their dads fighting. That's how old I am. I remember their dads fighting, right? And them two fights their fights. I think they fought twice. Were absolutely brilliant. But this one is hatred. Like they don't like each other. And do you know? I may cover this.
The families hate each other, though, don't they? Everything.
Yeah.
Considering what was it? Eubank Senior, what did it to Ben's dad, or was it a different guy he did it to, like the one who made him essentially vegetable?
Oh,
you know the one I'm on about, the fight.
Yeah, well, Michael Watson got a horrible injury from a Eubank fight, and then what's his name? Macmillan. I think his name's Macmillan. I think got his name right. He got a horrible injury as well. But that's just referees not stopping fights quick enough. That's what that is. So.
We know is referees are terrible in every single sport.
Yeah, exactly. Big up to Wayne. I like the look of Lancashire. Loved how he refused to be bullied off the ball. Bright future ahead for that kid as well. Only 20 million for David. Get him in now, so just do it. Exactly. Junior. Big up to Chris. Carl Simpson calls from Sins and the Rolling Stones. Oh, God, are they playing there? Stones. And Carl says, and Eminem apparently Adele. So there you go, a lot going on at the stadium.
And we won't see an ounce of that money.
Yeah. Now we got a win tonight. Of course, that's good. We probably will qualify for the round of 16, which is great. We've got Leicester on Sunday, Boris. What is your thoughts on that game? Look, for me, it's a game we should win. I know we've got your player threat, and I'm sure that's going to be really interesting for the players. But what does Ange do between now and Sunday? Does he try to get more play? Does he try to get one or two players in? Does he just rest the players he's got? What would you do if you're Ange Postecoglou?
I wouldn't be surprised if we end up resting somebody like Cooley or just having him come off the bench or something, and maybe just having Mikey start, or even maybe Yang. Carl, to answer that, Romero won't be back until next week. Is anywhere from 7 to 10 days.
You know what? I could see him back for Leicester, personally.
It could happen, but it's highly unlikely. That's what I'm trying to say, because you don't want to rush him back, because they rushed him back first match he got back on, he was injured. So I feel it won't be rushing. Like him and Mickey won't be rushed. They'll probably come back next week. Although Romero definitely 100% next week. Mickey will be the week after, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I say so. Big up to Anna as well. Big up Queen Anna, as we call her now in the chat. Big up Queen Anna. We have a major defensive issue. Porro is washed. Dragston can be suicidal at times. That is true. We're relying on Davis, shoving Gray out of position all the time. Midfield is 50-50. Half are okay. Other half are poor. It is. I've never seen anything like this, Boris. Very quickly, because these shows don't go on for long. This is just instant post-match reaction, and then we do the proper reaction tomorrow. So, if you could sum up the game tonight, how you feeling, and what Anna's, if you can sum up Anna's chat and the game tonight. How I agree with you? We've got defensive issues, but do we need to look at the win tonight and sort of take the good out of that and then see where we go tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. And I'd probably say I agree with Anna in the fact of it and stuff like Radu and that. But Radu and Romero, they're both suicidal. That's why we get somebody like Mickey also there to clean up. So that's why I feel we need another left-sided centre-back what has pace, what can cover up Radu's mistakes, just like how Romero has. Because let's be honest, when it was Romero and Dyer, Romero and Sanchez, I'm like, look how many mistakes he was caught out on. But I'll probably say all around, it's just down to tiredness, really, because we're in 4 competitions still. We're in the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and this as well. That's 4 competitions where we're basically using the same starting 11 week in, week out. The reason I see why Yang's not been playing is because of he's literally just come off a season finishing, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's just getting the training and building up his fitness for the more intense training, then he's going to start. But I feel like I feel we just need more defense, really. But more than likely, no one knows. It'll probably be a lower maybe for like somebody like Tomori, because I think Skriniar's off to it. Skriniar's on that Fenerbahce now, isn't he? He's on Fenerbahce. So he's on to Fenerbahce, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get somebody like Tomori in, which would be great because Tomori has pace and he's actually a good defender. He'll be perfect for like somebody like, so we can then push out Gray into the midfield again. But to also answer about the midfield, 50% are okay, the other half are poor. I feel like we have to give Sarr a break, considering he was playing week in, week out last season for every single game. Yeah, essentially, unless it was like a match where he wasn't needed. So he's probably just still trying to regain fitness back. Madders was injured after 10 games, as I said. So it's just all factors from injuries, fitness issues, everything, which is all down to Ange, really, because of the fact his tactics have caused this, but also the board as well for not giving him the funds to buy the players we needed.
Well, that's a different. That boils down to the board completely. Just want to get these couple of chats in, and then we will end it off there because I need to get to the shops before the shops close, before the red warning comes in. So, Boris, how can you be? Well, we sorted that out. Romero back for Leicester, I reckon. I bet someone's hamstring has gone walking into the changing rooms. We've got Russian Romero back again. The stupid thought, bring him back early again would be disrespectful. And Anna, I agree. They should take a couple of should sign a couple of bloody defenders. I agree. Dreadful error, not getting Skriniar, at least trying to. I agree. And Anna says Mickey van der Ven is measured tactically. Defender reads the game independently of the coach. Romero is reactionary. Such a different different dynamics and players. Look, Boris, just to sum up, good win tonight, 4th in the league. Should Spurs fans be happy tonight, or do you feel this, whatever happens, or do you think this is the long road now to recovery, to getting Tottenham season back on track?
I think it's just the beginning, because we conceded 2 goals, but those can be down to fitness issues and misplacements. But I do feel if we can start winning from this, so I feel the only way everybody will be happy again is if we win literally every single match now and we end up doing a treble. That's the only way I ever see all Spurs fans being happy. That being the Europa League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup. But if we win all 3 of them and we stay up like mid-table, that's when I'd see only a lot of Spurs fans being happy. Because a lot of people hate Ange, and for obvious reasons, because I do even admit he is inept at times when it comes to tactical substitutions. I've said this countless times in the chat. He just doesn't know when to make them.
I think everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think they're right. But a win is the win tonight is I just want something to grab onto with Ange.
Oh, of course.
After the North London derby and after the Everton, you get to the point where you think, right, a change is necessary. And then you have time to reflect on it. And you sort of look at it, you're thinking, do you know what? Am I too harsh? And I just need something to get behind. I get the people that want Ange out. I get it. And I understand it. And they're right in the one way. It isn't good enough. We're 15th in the league. It's nowhere near good enough. And you can also, people that don't accept that there's people saying that, well, using injuries is an excuse. Yes, we do have injuries. Is it Ange's fault? Probably, by the way he's training. But you've got all these players coming out complaining about training. Well, it's the same excuses that come out when Mourinho was sacked, when Poch was sacked, when Conte was sacked, when Nuno was there. So when do we stop sacking managers and start sticking with one and take responsibility? The people that own own the club and back a manager. We did on the potch, and look where it landed us. Big up the Carl. It says, great show tonight, gents. A win is a win. Now beat Leicester, and we'll go from there. Exactly. He still thinks we'll get 3 players. Well, deadline day is going to be great fun. Anador said the win is good, but we need to see an upward turn in the other results. Exactly. Consistency is needed. Boris, where can people find you, sir?
You can either find me on this great channel, or you can find me on Twitter, also known as X, at Boris the Spares, where we can discuss anything Spares related and so on. But overall, yeah, it was a great win for us, a great first step in hopefully what's going to be the right direction now. We've just got to constantly keep building up on this and stuff like that. The one game I'd say is 100% needed to be a win, or a draw at least, is the Liverpool one.
Yeah.
At Anfield, which is going to be very hard, but we'll have Mickey and Romero back for the time being. And bonus is mid-February, we finally get to see Odebert back. Thank God for that. I actually want to see what he can do in a spare shirt.
You know what? That game is the day after my birthday, so what a lovely late birthday present that would be. But listen, guys, that is it. There will be a stream tomorrow. The only reason might not be, as I said before, we're now entering into our red warning, and we have a major storm about to hit Ireland. So we're battering down the hatches. It's a red warning. The whole 32 counties are under a red warning. 26 counties of Ireland, then Northern Ireland. That makes it the 32. So we're going to batter down the hatches. I'm off now to do my food shopping for the week because the shops are closed tomorrow. So I'm going straight from here to do the food shopping. But stay safe if you're on the line of this storm. If not, if we don't lose my power, I will be on tomorrow night with a post-match show. Saturday, we've got a belter of a show. We're joined by Kate and Jim from their show, their channel, The Perfect
Match
Score, I think. Match. They're joining us on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, you've got Tottenham Team Talks, you've got the watch along, and then you have Final Score as well. So do join us for that. Stay safe. Come on, you Spurs, and big Ange we trust. We are getting there. This is the start of the recovery. Come on, you Spurs. Go on. You do your outro. So what's your outro?
Okay, yep. Goodbye and go cry.
Come on, you Spurs.